you, Shelley. So I have some questions for you. So, what is the most doable healthy habit someone can start this week to help them live longer, feel better, and especially with those school days?
Walking.
Walking?
I think walking is the first thing that you can do to start every day. And if you don't have time for a 30-minute walk, then taking a walk after you have to eat.
Okay.
At least about 10-minute walk after you helps you digest. So if you're someone who's new to fitness, you want to start off coming in nice and slow and making it a consistent habit. So not overly zealous.
Yes. Okay, so start with small goals.
Start with small goals. So you got it.
Perfect. Your book uses the idea of muscle strength.
Yes.
How should a person mix exercise for strength, cardio, and flexibility so they stay healthy without getting overwhelmed?
So you want to have a nice balance of what you do. You want to make sure that you have 2 to 3 times a week something with resistance training, and that could be something as simple as what we did earlier with the bands. You can use a bands for training, you can use body weight for training.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to jump in using dumbbells and getting into something like that. You can start off initially just using your own body weight. And so about 2 to 3 times a week using that kind of activity. Taking a walk every day, building it into your daily habit is really important. And just doing some mobility and some stretching a couple of times a week. If you like yoga, that's great, but it's not necessarily you have to do it every day. But making it a variety, making it fun, and building it in so that you feel better in your day.
Okay. And then next, you talk about gratitude and a growth mindset. What simple daily or weekly activities can people do to feel happier and comfortable?
That's a big one. I'm glad we think about it this way too, and we'll talk about what makes you feel healthier and happier.
Okay.
Anyway, let me ask you that question back and see what feels good to you.
Well, what feels good to me is getting outside. So I do like feeling the sunshine. Not so much in the wintertime. But I do like getting outside. I like the sunshine. I like the warm air. And then beyond that, as you know, I grew up with shorts for years. So in this portion of my life, I actually enjoy teaching and coaching people whenever I get the opportunity.
And demonstrating too, right?
Yes, I demonstrate from time to time. These days, though, I ask people to do demonstrations. That way, it's more interactive for them, and then I just get to sit back, critique a little bit, do my job.
And do your job.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't know, Geoffrey is a 4th Dan Taekwondo, men's Canadian ITF Taekwondo, and a boxing coach, level 3 as well, for amazing. So that's important. So you've already said right there, getting outside in nature is probably one of the best things. And that would be my top answer. Getting outside in nature, if you can get to a park, moving, anything that makes you feel comfortable and at ease. If there's some sport, I have a number of nephews who do love baseball and hockey, and they find those activities. But I also know that they like to be outside a lot and have some training. So that outside part is really important.
Okay. And then how can someone plan their social life to help with health and longevity, even if they work from home?
So that's a good one. Great question, Jeff. Working from home keeps you in a less sociable, right? So, and it's not as we had before. So it's really important to get out and talk to people, join groups, join clubs, things that you're interested in. If people don't have a big following of friends, you can make friends. There's lots of free fitness groups that you can join. Each city has free fitness groups you can join. There are lots of activities, whether in sport or recreation. There's lots of hiking groups if you just like to walk and hike. Things that you can join with other people that gives you that social interaction. Something that's a lot more fun, maybe along your speed. Find someone who you like to walk with or talk with. And that interaction is really important. You're also your accountability person. So when you show up, they are looking forward to you showing up. And when you're not there, you're feeling like, I should have been there for my friend. And that accountability keeps you accountable for your health. And that's what you really want to be, right? Accountable for your health. And you know that other people don't have it.
And then lastly, if a reader feels overwhelmed by big changes, what's a simple 4 to 6 week plan to start building a lasting habit?
Lasting habits take a lifetime. And even things that you want to change really quickly, there's this false understanding that it takes 4 weeks or 3 weeks to build a habit in. it can take however long it takes. Even building one simple habit of adding an extra glass of water, even though it's an easy habit, it might take a whole year for you to get that into your routine. So start off with the first couple of weeks being slowly incrementally adding it, jotting it down, journaling it, writing it, tracking it so that you can see it. Our minds have a way of lying to us and telling us this is what we thought we did. But when we actually write it down, just like when we eat food, we underestimate how much we actually want to track our calories, for example. So you want to make sure that you're tracking it. So if you have a new habit that you're building in, give yourself that small recognition of the week that you've succeeded every day. And if you haven't, let it go, because you're human. You make mistakes. And it's not really a mistake, it's just a step on the way. Don't penalize yourself if you've decided that you're going to eat healthy. That could be an example. And you eat cleanly, and instead you went out with friends one night and had a lot of fun, and ate things that were a little bit more caloric and not as nutrient dense, and your choices are the next morning what to eat for breakfast. Don't skip your regular breakfast. So don't penalize yourself. So track your progress 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 weeks, bringing it in. 3 to 4, start adding it, making sure that you're really connecting to it. Just tracking your progress and giving yourself that. But after you start, you want to start implementing more. So if you started water as being, for example, your piece that you want to add in to make it healthier, don't let that be the only habit. About a month in, start something else that you really need to do. And keep reinforcing yourself.
So let's be kind to ourselves.
Let's be kind to ourselves. Excellent. That's exactly it. So tell me, Geoffrey, what do you do to be kind to yourself, to make yourself feel healthy and fit and alive?
I do lots of things, I guess. I like to walk. And these days, I walk a lot more. One of the things I've started doing is giving myself fruit snacks. Because I have a sweet tooth, I love chocolate, I love ice cream, I love it all. So I've slowly started to get rid of that stuff. I'm giving myself fruit snacks. So mangoes, watermelons, bananas, yogurts, and all that stuff. And then lastly, I have a schedule where I reconnect with my childhood friends. So I actually have a schedule where I call them and it's all the reminders on my phone. So everybody gets a specific day of the week.
Wonderful, that's a great tip. That's
I got
wonderful.
My friends were getting upset. They're like, you're regular texting and not calling. So I was like, all right, everybody gets a day of the week.
That's amazing. That's a great tip.
So
I'm going to borrow that. That's super.
So reminders are in my phone. Everybody gets a tip. Everybody gets a day of the week. And then one of my friends just had a daughter. So I'm taking more time to watch her and see her.
Oh, nice.
She's 1 year old. It's very cute.
Oh, that's so
She started
nice.
calling me Uncle Geoffrey.
Oh my God, that's so wonderful. And that, you see, look how that is made. You're like, you smile up, you light up right away. That, Amelia?
Yeah, her name is Amelia.
Oh, that's wonderful. And that's the difference, right? So I love that idea. I'm going to actually steal that from you if you don't
Everybody
mind.
gets a day of the week.
Everybody gets a day of the week.
I have friends that are twins. I call them both on the same day.
Sam and Adam, we're going to get calls on the same day. That's amazing because that socialization will keep you strong.
Yes.
I have one of my brother Bruce is amazing and is that he's had friends since childhood that he's still connected to, and I find that's marvelous. Like they still get together, they have grown through years, different ways, but they still connect and they have many things still in common. That is really that socialization, that bond. That's the first thing of longevity, which if I'm thinking about my book, the first thing I always think of like exercise, sleep, and nutrition are the top 3. But really what is more important than all of those is having that social network. And that you've just explained that so well, that social network. Well
And
done.
one other tip, if I don't get to call them, because we have technology, I just send them a video.
Oh, nice.
I'll just sit
Okay.
at my desk and I'm at work, but I'm alive.
So everybody has got great tips on how to stay connected with friends and building that longevity because that's what we're looking for. That's wonderful. Oh my God, that's so great. Thank you, Geoffrey. That's great. I'm so happy you were having come to chat with me about this. And do we have any questions anybody else wants to ask? Gotta stop.
Awkward position.
Anything
I'm sorry, I
there
wasn't
from
trying
you?
to block you.
All good.